Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network. Feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Alrighty, so May 7th, Saturday, May 7th, Impact Wrestling presents Under Siege. Huge event, which is going to be on Impact Plus and Ultimate Insiders on YouTube. If you subscribe to that, it's going to be in Newport, Kentucky at the Promo West Pavilion at Ovation. Impact Wrestling has a tremendous lineup for this show. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic show. Pure fire, in my opinion. These matches that they have signed for the show is just going to be absolutely fantastic. So many terrific matches. Looking forward to it. Again, May 7th at Newport, at the Promo West Pavilion in Newport, Kentucky. If you have Impact Plus, you can watch it on that. If you have YouTube Ultimate Insiders, you can watch it on that as well. As I mentioned, also, I believe you could order it on Fight if you want to pay for it as a standalone pay-per-view. But this is going to be a great show. This is going to be a great show. We've got 10 matches signed, 2 pre-show matches. I'm looking forward to it. So let's get into Shooting Up North's preview and prediction show for Impact Wrestling's Under Siege. And we will start with the 2 pre-show matches. It's going to be Giselle Shaw going one-on-one against Madison Rayne, who will have Tennille Dashwood in her corner. Madison Rayne is one half of the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Giselle Shaw, Madison Rayne had a few run-ins on Impact Wrestling, so I'm going with Giselle Shaw to win this one. I think Giselle Shaw is going to go over on Madison Rayne. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody appears and helps Giselle Shaw win the match, becomes her partner, and her and Giselle Shaw go after Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Tag Team Championship, with the inspiration now gone. There needs to be a new tag team to chase Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood, and I think Giselle Shaw and a new partner. I feel a new partner is going to show up during this match. So Giselle Shaw and that new partner will team up and feud with Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood. That's what I'm thinking. Also on the pre-show, we have the Laredo Kid one-on-one with Rich Swann. Now this is going to be a hell of a match. Laredo Kid and Rich Swann, both fantastic talents. Just fantastic talents. And this is going to be a fantastic pre-show match. This is the type of match that if you're on the fence, whether you want to order the pay-per-view or if you want to sign up for Impact Plus or if you want to sign up for YouTube Ultimate Insiders, I believe this is going to be on YouTube for free. Usually they are. I believe it's going to be on YouTube for free. I'm almost certain it's going to be on YouTube for free. I just haven't clarified that. I know the last couple of shows were. The last couple of pre-shows were. So if you're on the fence, this is the type of match that's going to make you say, you know what, this was fantastic. I'm going to order the show. I'm going to sign up for Impact Plus. So this is going to be a great one. There's going to be lots of actions, lots of great spots in this match. But I'm going to go to Rich Swann. I think Rich Swann is going to be chasing Matt Cardona and the Digital Media Championship. So I think Rich Swann needs the win here. So I'm going with Rich Swann to defeat Laredo Kid. But it is good to see the Laredo Kid back in Impact Wrestling. I know he's signed with Impact Wrestling. We haven't seen him for a bit, at least unless I totally missed him. And it's good to see him back. But this is going to be a great one. But I'm going with Rich Swann to win this match. All right. So then we get into go into the main show, and let's start here. We'll start from the bottom, work my way up to the top. So we're going to have X Division Championship match, X Division title match. Ace Austin, the champion, who won the title at Rebellion, defending against former champion Trey Miguel. This match was announced on the last episode of Impact on Access TV. Trey Miguel invoking his rematch clause, so he's getting his rematch basically taking on Ace Austin, who is now the champion, of course. This should be a great one as well. And the last one, when Ace Austin won the title, it was Austin against Miguel against Mike Bailey, and that was a fantastic match. I think this is going to be a tremendous one-on-one match for the Impact Wrestling X Division Championship. We're going to see as the Rich Swann and Laredo Kid, as I said, there's going to be a lot of big spots. There's going to be a lot of big spots in this one as well. I'm really looking forward to this one. I wouldn't be surprised if this actually opens the show, but I'm going with Trey Miguel. I'm going with Trey Miguel. I think Trey Miguel is going to regain the X Division Championship only because we now know Ace Austin, and this was announced after he won the X Division title. Ace Austin will be taking part in the New Japan Pro Wrestling's Best of the Super Juniors 29 tournament. He's going to be gone for over a month. So I'm picking Trey Miguel to regain the title with Ace Austin being gone for over a month. So I'm going with Trey Miguel. And then again, maybe Ace Austin retains and he takes the X Division Championship with him to Japan, and he wears the belt during the Best of the Super Juniors. But I have a gut feeling that Trey Miguel is going to regain the title with Ace Austin being gone for over a month. So I'm going with Trey Miguel in this one, and this one should be just fantastic. Just fantastic. Then we have Alex Shelley 101 with Speedball Mike Bailey. This is going to be a great match as well as a rematch from Rebellion. As it was in Rebellion, this is going to be just as good as Rebellion. This is going to be another fantastic match. Alex Shelley, a great talent. Mike Bailey, just an absolutely stupendous talent. And this match is going to be, from start to finish, is going to be absolutely wonderful to watch. And absolutely wonderful to watch. I can't wait to see the rematch between the two. I'm going with Mike Bailey. I'm picking Mike Bailey. I don't think Mike Bailey should be losing to Alex Shelley right now. So I'm picking Mike Bailey to go over here and defeat Alex Shelley in this one. But it's going to be a great rematch from Rebellion. Expect some high octane action in this one. But I'm going with Speedball Mike Bailey to defeat Alex Shelley. Then we have Alex Shelley's Motor City Machine Gun tag team partner, Chris Sabin, going one-on-one with Steve Macklin. And man, these one-on-one matches that they put together for this show, it's just wonderful. It's just fantastic. Just fantastic. Sabin against Steve Macklin. My goodness, this is going to be another fantastic match. I'm going to be saying that word a lot, so get used to it, guys. I know I say the word fantastic a lot, but you're going to hear that word come out of me many more times during this preview and prediction show. So this match is going to be just spectacular. Just spectacular. I'm looking forward to this one as well, very much. And while it's going to be a great match, we're going to see some great back and forth action in this one. Chris Sabin, who's just a fantastic talent, but Steve Macklin needs the win here. Steve Macklin coming off a loss to Tomohiro Ishii. Steve Macklin is rumored to be getting a big push and will be an eventual opponent for Josh Alexander in the Impact Wrestling World title. So I'm going with Steve Macklin to win this match, but it's going to be another fantastic singles match. Just another fantastic singles match here at Under Siege. So just think about it. Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, Alex Shelley, Mike Bailey, Chris Sabin, Steve Macklin. Those three matches alone, and they could just end Under Siege after those three matches, and it would be considered a great show. But we got many more matches to go. So let's get rocking here. But Steve Macklin, again, I'm going with Steve Macklin. Steve Macklin needs the big win here over Chris Sabin. And he lost to Alex Shelley a couple of weeks back, which I felt was a mistake. I don't think Steve Macklin should have lost to Alex Shelley. But I guess Steve Macklin defeat Chris Sabin in this one. And it's going to be another just a splendid match. Spectacular match. Then we have a singles match for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Championship. Tasha Steele's, of course, the champion, one-on-one with Havoc. It should be a good one. I'm just not going to be a great one. I don't think it's going to be a great one. I think it's going to be a good one. They're feeding opponents to Tasha Steele, so she gets a couple of wins under her belt, a couple of successful title defenses. it's gonna be a good match. It's not gonna be a great match, but I'm picking Tasha Steeles to retain. I'm sure there's going to be outside interference from Savannah Evans. We might see Rosemary showing up as well. But I got Tasha Steeles defeating Havoc. But I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like I don't know, maybe Athena. Maybe Athena's showing up and confronting Tasha Steeles after this match. I know Athena said that recently, if Impact Wrestling called her, she beat Impact Wrestling in a second. She said that, to be fair, she said that about AEW and Stardom as well, but she lumped Impact Wrestling in there. I don't know, maybe we'll see Athena. Maybe we'll see Athena showing up and confronting Tasha Steeles. I think that would be that would be very, very interesting if we saw that. I'd be all for it. But nonetheless, this match should be a good one. Again, not a great one, um, but I think Tasha Steeles is going to take a lot of punishment in this match. But like I said, I think Savannah Evans is gonna interfere on her behalf. Like I said, we might see Rosemary as well. Um, Maybe some other members of the case showed up. But when all is said and done, Tasha Steeles is walking out of this match, remaining the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Champion. Then we have a 10-man tag team match. The Bullet Club versus Honor No More. Jay White, the Bullet Club, Jay White, Chris Bay, Doc Gallows, the returning El Phantasmo. Very excited to see El Phantasmo back in Impact Wrestling, and Carl Anderson taking on Honor No More, Eddie Edwards, Kenny King, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Vincent. This is going to be one hell of a wild, wild match. It's a 10-man tag team match. I was reading somewhere that it's supposed to be a hardcore rules match, but it doesn't indicate that here. I wonder if it's going to be an elimination match. If it's just a 10-man tag team match, it has potential, but I'm kind of hoping it's an elimination match. That would make it a lot more exciting. This has been a great feud between Bullet Club and Honor No More. I've really enjoyed this feud. I'm a big fan of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett as a tag team. Vincent um, is a terrific talent. Eddie Edwards in there as well. Kenny King. They're all very, very talented. And of course, the Bullet Club. Again, like I said, I'm very, very excited that that El Phantasmo is returning to Impact Wrestling. A big El Phantasmo fan. Teaming up again with Jay White, Chris Bay, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Again, it's going to be a wild match. Should be very entertaining. Should see some really cool spots in this one. It's just this one is tough to pick. This one is tough to pick. Um, Honor No More needs a big win. Honor No More needs a big win, in my opinion. But I think they want to. I think they might be pushing Jay White as a potential opponent for Josh Alexander. I think Jay White would be a great opponent for Josh Alexander at the Impact Wrestling World World Championship. I'm sorry. Um, so it's hard to pick a winner here, but I have to pick one. It's have to pick. It's going to be a terrific match. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. Give me a second. But I'm going to go with the Bullet Club. I'm going with the Bullet Club. Jay White gets the win for his team, so I'm going with the Bullet Club to win this one. Jay White probably gets the victory over Vincent or something, or maybe Kenny King. But I'm going to go with Bullet Club to be victorious in this one. And I really think Jay White's going to be pushed eventually as an opponent for Josh Alexander, as I said. But I'm going to go with the Bullet Club in this one. Should be a great one, though. Then we have Taya Valkyrie, rematch from Rebellion. Taya Valkyrie, the new AAA Reina de Reyes champion, defending her title from the woman she won it from, Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo, she was a champ, but now she's doesn't have any titles. She lost as you know to Taya Valkyrie. She lost the AAA Reina de Reyes title, and she lost her title, the Ring of Honor title, on AEW to Mercedes Martinez in an okay match. It wasn't a terrific match, but now she's looking to get a little bit of revenge against Taya Valkyrie, looking to regain her AAA Reina de Reyes championship. Should be a great one. We're going to see some good action. The last match was a very, very good match. I think this one's going to be a very, very good match as well. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I'm picking Deonna Purrazzo. I'm picking Deonna Purrazzo to regain the AAA Reina de Reyes championship. I'm picking Deonna Purrazzo. I think she has to have a title. She needs a title. She's one of the best female wrestlers, if not wrestlers, in the world. And I'm picking her to regain the AAA Arena Rematch Championship. So I'm going with Deonna Purrazzo, and this should be a very, very, very good match as well. I'm expecting lots of action in this one, but I'm going with Deonna Purrazzo. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like I mentioned Athena earlier. For her showing up, possibly confronting Tasha Steele. She might also show up in this one and confront Deonna Purrazzo or Taya Valkyrie. I'm expecting somebody to show up, whether it's Athena or whether it's somebody else to show up. We're gonna be surprised. There's gonna be a surprise or two in an Under Siege. So let's hold on to our hats because there's going to be a couple surprises. At least, well, I shouldn't say a couple. It's going to be at least one big surprise I'm feeling in this on this show. But I'm picking Deonna Purrazzo to defeat Taya Valkyrie to regain the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship. Then we have the tag team match for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championship. Violent by Design is either going to be Eric Young, Diener, or Joe Doring. It's going to be two of those three taking on the Briscoes, Jay and Mark Briscoe. First and foremost, Impact Wrestling, what are you waiting for? Let's sign the Briscoes to a long-term deal, please. Let's get it wrapped up. Let's get it wrapped up. Where we're losing a lot of wrestlers. Jonah is no longer with Impact Wrestling. Willie Mack is gone. We've lost a lot of guys. Let's get some guys signed, and let's start with the Briscoes. Let's get them signed. Okay. Enough for that. Let's talk about the match. This is going to be a wild match. The Briscoes, the Briscoes, the last match the Briscoes had was last week against Rhino and Heath. And Rhino and Heath are not a very good tag team, in my opinion. But the Briscoes pulled a very good match out of Heath and Rhino. And if they could do that, they could pull a good match out of basically any team. I think you could put two broomsticks on the ground, and they could pull a great match wrestling two broomsticks. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal match. Absolutely phenomenal match. We're going to see some great back and forth action in this one. We're going to see the Briscoes do what they do best, and that's tag team wrestling. And Violent by Design, great tag. I hope it's Eric Young and Joe Doring. It normally is Eric Young and Joe Doring with Diener on the outside. So I'm hoping I hope they go that route, but we might see Diener in this one. I'm picking the Briscoes regardless. I think the Briscoes are going to win the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles. Having the Briscoes as the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team champions would be great for Impact Wrestling. I think we'll bring a lot of eyes onto Impact Wrestling. We'll bring them a lot of attention. Briscoes, one of the best tag teams in the world, one of the best tag teams, I think, in the past 20 years in pro wrestling. So I think it would be smart to put the tag team titles on them. So I'm going with the Briscoes. That's why I'm thinking it might be Eric Young and Diener, where Diener takes the loss. And then we get a rematch with Eric Young and Joe Doring, and the Briscoes still go over. But whoever is defending for Violent by Design, for me, it doesn't matter. I'm picking the Briscoes. It's going to be a tremendous match. But when all is said and done, the Briscoes' arms are going to be raised, and the Briscoes are going to be the new Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. And after that match is over, we might see them confronted by the Good Brothers, maybe even the Bullet Club. I know they had a little issue with the Bullet Club at the Multiverse of Matches. Maybe the Bullet Club jumps the Briscoes, and the Briscoes feud with the Bullet Club. That's a scenario that could play out here. But whatever scenario plays out, bottom line is I'm going with the Briscoes, Mark and Jay Briscoe, to win the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles. And then we have the main event. And what a main event it's going to be. Now, I've just run down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches that I consider must-see matches that are going to be absolutely fantastic. They're going to be absolutely fantastic. I ran down more than 5, but I feel 5 are going to be must-watch matches, must-see matches. And this one is also a must-see match, this main event. The Impact Wrestling World Champion, Josh Alexander, defending the Impact Wrestling World title against New Japan Pro Wrestling superstar Tomohiro Ishii. This is going to be such a fantastic match. I hope the roof doesn't get blown off the Promo West Pavilion. It just might very well get blown off that building. This match is going to be absolutely fantastic. This is going to be one hell of a main event. It's going to be one hell of a main event, this match. And I cannot wait for this one. I cannot wait for this match. Josh Alexander, one of the best wrestlers in the world. Tomohiro Ishii, one of the best wrestlers in the world, my opinion, of course. Tomohiro Ishii coming off huge wins over Jonah and Steve Macklin. Tomohiro Ishii, you could call him a legend. You could call him a legend in Japan. He just came off just a tremendous match in Japan for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship against Hiroshi Tanahashi, which was just an absolutely fantastic match. My goodness, my goodness. And if anyone could pull out an extra special match at a Tomohiro Ishii, it's definitely Josh Alexander, and vice versa. If anyone could pull out an extra special match out of Josh Alexander, it's Tomohiro Ishii. So we're in for something special here. We are in for something very, very special here. And the show already is filled with absolutely fantastic matches on paper, of course, but they're all going to deliver, in my opinion. And this match is going to top off the show. This show has the potential of being one of the best shows of the year. And now you're probably thinking, well, Louis, you're talking about who do you think is going to win the match? Well, I think we all know who's going to win the match, right? As much as I love Tomohiro Ishii, there's no way he's going to defeat Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander defeating Tomohiro Ishii is going to be, it's not just Josh Alexander defeating another Impact Wrestling star. It's Josh Alexander defeating a New Japan Pro Wrestling international superstar in Tomohiro Ishii. So it's going to be a huge win for Josh Alexander. And it's going to cement, I don't want to say cement. It's going to show people. Cement is not the right term I should be using. It's going to show people in the world of professional wrestling that Josh Alexander truly is one of the best in the world. Because as he's not defeating a Rich Swann, he's not defeating an Eric Young, he's not defeating who else we got? Chris Bay. He's not defeating a Carl Anderson. He's not taking on Chris Sabin or any other Impact talents. He's wasn't scrolling down on me. He's taking on international star Tomohiro Ishii. So it's going to be an extra special win for Josh Alexander. I hope this match goes like 25, 30, 35 minutes. And it's going to be a great one. But Josh Alexander will successfully defend the Impact Wrestling World Championship against Tomohiro Ishii. And I'm thinking when this match is over, we might see a surprise I said we might see a surprise or two. I wouldn't be shocked if we see somebody showing up maybe to attack Josh Alexander, or we find out who the next challenger for Josh Alexander is going to be, whether it's a Steve Macklin, whether they bring in somebody new, like maybe a Shane Taylor. If Shane Taylor showed up and took out Josh Alexander, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic if we saw something like that. But I have a feeling we're gonna see one or two surprises at Under Siege. So, but yeah, when all is said and done, Josh Alexander remains the Impact Wrestling World Champion, and I think we all agree on that. I would be absolutely shocked if Tomohiro Ishii walks out with the title, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Josh Alexander will retain in an absolutely spectacular match against Tomohiro Ishii. So there you have it. That is my preview and predictions, Shooting Up North's preview and predictions for Impact Wrestling's Under Siege. It's going to be a terrific show. I highly recommend that you watch it. I'm sure everybody watching me now is going to watch it. Excuse me while I take a drink of water. And they keep putting on shows like this. You know, people are going to start watching. People are going to catch on. So many people out there are still saying that Impact Wrestling is no good. Impact Wrestling is garbage, but they're not watching the shows. And this show, Under Siege, has the potential to be one of the best Impact Wrestling shows. They've had some really banger of a show say again, I'm getting excited. I'm not getting the words out. I'm not getting the words out right. They've had some fantastic shows in the past couple of months, and this has the potential to be better than all of them. This has potential to be better than all of them. And I can't wait for tomorrow. 8 p.m. Well, 7 p.m. for the pre-show, 8 p.m. for the main show. Impact Wrestling's Under Siege, and then we have on May 8th, we have a May Day, the May Day TV tapings, and they've announced a couple of matches for that as well. Yeah, so that's it, man. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed Shooting Up North's preview and prediction show. I am Lewis Carlin. Um, can't wait for tomorrow again, Under Siege. If you're watching it, enjoy the show tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about some news, among other things. So until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye. Enjoy Under Siege, and stay safe. And I'll see you soon. Take care. I'm Lewis Carlin, Shooting Up North. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.